News in the tech space, kind of, in Saudi Arabia. Apple today announced plans to expand in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The new Apple Store, there's actually a slew of Apple stores coming. The first one, the new Apple Store, will launch digitally. It'll be a digital Apple Store specifically for the Kingdom online in summer 2025. What took them so long? I have no idea. And I still have no idea because it's 2025 and there's no Apple Store in Saudi Arabia yet. Anyway, online only, first launch of Apple Store 2025. The online store will bring customers across Saudi Arabia new ways to shop Apple's full range of products with its world-renowned exceptional customer service support directly from Apple in Arabic, Dr. Hannah, for the first time. That's pretty cool. The first brick and mortar store is planned for 2026, and I think this is the best part of the announcement. This brick and mortar expansion into Saudi Arabia will be in Diriyah they promise an iconic retail store coming. I mean, Apple stores are amazing anywhere you go, but I think the combo of glass and Diriyah red brick is going to be something to be seen. Better late than never for Apple, but it has been building to this point. In 2021, Apple launched the region's first developer academy, the Apple Developer Academy in Riyadh, in partnership with the government, Tuwaiq Academy, and Princess Noura bint Abdul Rahman University. And that was an all-woman Apple Developer Academy, and it was located at the university. And it did offer really, world-class training in Apple stuff for coders, designers, entrepreneurs, preparing them for careers in the app economy. And that has produced 2,000 students who completed the programming courses through the academy. Now they're publishing their apps to the App Store, both domestically in Saudi Arabia and for global audiences. And man, I just have to say, when I made the switch to Apple, all Apple products in 2010, it's like I like remember it like as a day that was like seminal in my life. And for both work and personal use, one of the best decisions I've ever made. But it totally sucked when you'd go to Saudi Arabia and your charger broke or you forgot your charger, which definitely happened like at least twice for me. I don't know why I forget things like that, but like you got to have it. So I would have to usually go to like a third-party store. I know Jarir has them now, and you can go to Jarir, and Jarir is actually amazing in Saudi Arabia, but I didn't know about Jarir. So I would go to these like third-party stores with like un-Apple like logo that wasn't officially branded, and they would have the Apple stuff, but they'd have to bring it, they'd have to basically import it in to sell at a considerable markup, of course, and you just didn't get the same level of service. But anyway, so this is huge for Apple. For anybody that has an iPhone or a Mac, definitely huge. Any problem you have with your Mac, you take it to the Apple Store. They will fix it. You make an appointment. It's a really good customer service experience. It's really Saudi in that way. So I don't know why it took them so long. Anyway, welcome Apple to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is exciting. I'm excited, and I'm going to be spending some time in that Diriyah store and leaving much poorer than I am now.
Yeah, it is very exciting. Actually, Tim Cook apparently just visited the region for the first time earlier this year, and then he was in Riyadh at the academy. I saw a really cool photo, a selfie of him with a bunch of women that are training at the academy. So it was nice to see that, and really just kind of encompasses this excitement about opening the new flagship Apple Store in Riyadh. I agree with you. Who knows why it's taken so long, but it's exciting that it's happening now, even if I am a Samsung user for other reasons.
Maybe this is what it's going to take to get you to get that green bubble. Yeah. It's like a scarlet letter. Whenever you text a big group chain, it's like, oh, it's Hannah with her Samsung. How dare she?
How dare I? I'm very happy with my dual SIM Samsung that I've had for a long time. It took me a while to learn how to use an Android. And so I'm over that learning curve, and I'm happy where I landed. I think there are a lot of benefits to having an Android, and I still know how to use an Apple. We have Apple devices in our home, iPads. I was an early adopter of the iPod. My kids think that's funny. I still say iPod sometimes when I'm talking about iPads, and that makes them think that, or when I'm talking about earpods or whatever they're called. Such a
yeah,
mom.
AirPods. I mean, that's like 8-track now to us. Mm-hmm. There's like somebody being like, "Well, I had an 8-track tape player." I'm like,
MP3s.
MP3 is still a format that is pretty widely used, but yeah, I mean, that's.
But you're not carrying your MP3 player around; it's now in your phone, right?
Right. How good, and thank you, Spotify, how good was the iPod, though, when it came out? You were like, whoa, I don't have to carry this like Discman around with discs and swish the discs out. It's just like all here and it sounds
Or your
awesome.
Walkman with your cassette tapes, or am I really aging myself?
Actually, really close to here, I have kind of a lot of those like dinosaur, like tech things. And I'm like, wow, like handheld cameras. It's like, you don't need this anymore.
Those are coming back. I just read a thing on NPR that said that Gen Zers are really excited about little digital cameras that were popular in the 2000s. And there's a guide to buying them for your teens. It's really funny.
Okay. Full circle. Yeah. Love it. I should mention, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's why, before I go on, why do they want to do that? Like, why aren't they using
apparently they're fun, but also they give a different image than the digital cameras on your phone. So they're not as they don't have as high pixels. However, the aperture stays open longer, so you get like a different type of photo. The colors look different. They're crisper, apparently, according to this NPR. I don't know. Like, read it. It was front page on my NPR app.
Are you going to send me a link that I can read?
That'd
be
you
awesome.
A link.
I definitely want to read this. But before we just wrap this segment up, Apple has spent 10 billion rials with companies across the country in recent years. And they just also rolled out Apple Pay for the Metro that just launched. Joining the Riyadh Metro now joins a list of over 250 cities where you can use Apple Pay to get on those beautiful train cars. And I'm now getting videos and photos from people being like, I'm on the Riyadh Metro. So
looking forward to riding it.
Looking forward to riding it around. Yeah.
I'm going to be in Riyadh on the 15th of December, inshallah. So looking forward to taking a ride. I hope I have time. Actually, I think I'm going to clear my schedule and just ride the Metro around for a day and see how
just like highlight the whole schedule and be like Riyadh Metro ride. I want to see it. I want to see it all. There are some views that people are sharing from the Metro. This is something we talked about in our segment on the Metro, but you will have some insane views of Riyadh when you're riding in that Metro, especially when you're driving, I guess you'd say, in a train. You're going by Kaft because it's a little bit elevated. It kind of comes by that Zaha Hadid building, and then you go into downtown, and that sort of downtown view apparently is dope. Anyway,
they were saying it feels almost like a slow roller coaster in that part of it because it's just a fun.
Well, we're going to wait for our first-hand review from Dr. Hannah Al-Moabed from the Eastern Province in the big city, riding the Metro around. I can't wait for it.
I'll leave my province and go to the capital.
Can you believe it? There are trains here. It's unbelievable. What?